Yeah, so friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So as you know that TCS NQT is going on and many of the candidates got the interview result. Okay. Now आप लोग को बहुत सारा डाउट हो रहा होगा about the interview, the question they gonna ask. So now I'm came with one of the very important candidates and he was also part of our mock interview and he was selected for the role of digital. Okay. So he will share all of his experience about the NQT exam and all those stuff. Now let me begin the conversation with them. So his name is Pratik and he's 2026 pass out. So let me just introduce him. So hi Pratik, how are you?
Hello, Via. Hello, everyone. My name is Pratik Bari. I am currently in my 8th semester of my BTech. I am pursuing my BTech from Academy of Technology in Computer Science and Business System. I have also cracked TCS and CTS.
Nice. So you are from Academy of Technology, no?
Yes.
Yeah. So can you just tell me briefly about your TCS NQT journey that कब से भाई आप लोग का preparation start हुआ था and how you have basically started because many of the freshers I think start very late. I think एग्जाम के 10 या 15 दिन पहले स्टार्ट करते हैं सो आपका प्रिपरेशन स्ट्रेटजी क्या था जस्ट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द एनक्यूटी प्रिपरेशन
अगर बेसिकली फोकस ऑन द NQT मीन्स वैसा कोई मतलब सीरियस प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट नहीं किए थे। मतलब कि जब क्लास 12 से पास किए थे तब थोड़ा मोड़ा एप्टीट्यूड पर ध्यान देते थे, बट जब थर्ड ईयर में आया तब थोड़ा सा फोकस हो गए, तब एप्टीट्यूड पर ध्यान दिया, कुछ प्लेलिस्ट को भी फॉलो किया जिसकी वजह से एप्टीट्यूड क्लियर हो गया TCS NQT का।
ओके सो हाउ वाज योर बेसिकली एनक्यूटी एग्जाम एक्सपीरियंस में किस टाइप का क्वेश्चन जनरली वे लोग पूछते हैं रिलेटेड टू द एप्टी मींस रीजनिंग इंग्लिश एंड
It
समथिंग
was like that level, medium to hard level. In our shift, the question was medium to hard level as compared to the other shift. In our shift, basically the coding question means all of the candidates was able to done only one coding question, not two.
या इफ यू कैन रिकॉल द कोडिंग क्वेश्चंस व्हाट वाज देयर
Basically, one question was based on the dynamic programming and greedy algorithm. Second was an encryption algorithm. Means a string is given, you have to identify one character and add that number and divide by 26. Then you have to add that number to the other strings. Basically, ciphertext question.
ओके So can you tell me that what was the level of the exam related to aptitude, reasoning, and English? If I will focus on this part, because most of the candidates have idea about the coding that what the things they have to do, and we already share that NQT coding sheets too. But what about the aptitude section means on what area we have to focus? Like reasoning में कहाँ focus करना चाहिए and English numerical.
Reasoning basically focus on the percentage, then relation proportion, mixture and allegation, and time or distance. And coming to the English basically अगर continuously रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन करे तो वो हो जाता है, बिकॉज मैक्सिमम टाइम जो लोग देते हैं वो लोग का इंग्लिश पे उतना फोकस नहीं रहता है, हम लोग उतना टाइम भी नहीं देते मेनली।
Yeah, so those who have NQT exam further, I will suggest as candidates is also suggesting that reading comprehension बहुत important है and मैंने previous दो वीडियो का एनालिसिस किया था उसमें भी आप around 7 to 8 क्वेश्चन आई थिंक रीडिंग comprehension से ही आ रहा है so that you have to practice. Yeah, now moving to the most important part related to the coding that आपने कितना टेस्ट कैसे सॉल्व किया था and what was the uh, other candidates if you can tell.
बेसिकली कंप्यूटर कोडिंग मींस one question मतलब total two questions was given and total test case we have to pass is 14, one 7 test cases per each question. In ours means in our shift only I was able to solve 4 test cases of the first question and 2 test cases from the second question.
Yeah, that was about your NQT now. Now let me come to important part that is interview. So just can you just briefly describe that आपको कितने दिन के बाद मीन्स इंटरव्यू का कॉल आया था आफ्टर द एनक्यूटी एग्जाम अप्रोक्स डेट इफ यू कैन टेल.
After 1 month इंटरव्यू मीन्स मैं इंटरव्यू 29 दिसंबर को था, 28 को आपसे मॉक इंटरव्यू भी लिए थे। दैट वाज वेरी मच हेल्पफुल।
या नाइस.
इंटरव्यू बेसिकली मेनली बेस्ड ऑन रिज्यूमे। आप रिज्यूमे में जो भी लिखे उसको पूरा अच्छे से करके जाइए, रिज्यूमे के बारे में वो कुछ नहीं पूछते।
यस कैन यू टेल मी इन दैट मीन्स कितने राउंड हुआ था क्या सेपरेट सेपरेट राउंड हुआ था या मैनेजरियल एचआर टेक्निकल सब एक साथ हुआ था यू कैन जस्ट.
तीनों एक फर्स्टली टेक्निकल हुआ था, बेसिकली मीन्स मैं प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज मेंशन किया था सी एंड पाइथन। तो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन वो लोगों ने मुझसे पूछा ये इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ विथ योर प्रोजेक्ट। आफ्टर दैट दे आस्क मी अबाउट oops concept, what is innate, what is polymorphism, what is inheritance, and after that they give me to write to code One was factorial, second was sort array in the decreasing order. In the sorting algorithm, they ask about the time complexity, and some more question asked based on my domain. That is, means my resume was based on cybersecurity. So they asked that questions also.
या सो मीन्स कोडिंग क्वेश्चंस क्या वे लोग पेन पेपर पे लिखने बोले थे या दे आर आस्किंग टू डू इन लैपटॉप और पीसी वेल्थ
Basically, in paper me.
पेन
And you
पेपर
have to explain each line
या
why you are writing that code.
या इफ यू कैन मीन्स रिकॉल सम अदर योर फ्रेंड एक्सपीरियंस दैट उन लोगों से भी क्या सेम टाइप का क्वेश्चंस पूछा जाता था या देयर वर डिफरेंट सिनेरियो इफ यू कैन रिकॉल
Basically, जो लोग डिजिटल के लिए गए तो लोग से कोड लिखाया था.
कोड इज मस्ट ना
Yes, code is much.
यस
Basically, they were checking that is your fundamental is clear or not.
ओके नाउ आपका क्या मीन्स तीनों एक साथ हुआ था एमआर
हाँ.
एचआर एंड टेक्निकल
बेसिकली एचआर ज़्यादा नहीं हुआ था, टेक्निकल और एमआर ही ज़्यादा हुआ था. मैक्सिमम टाइम मेरा एमआर ही लगा था.
या कमिंग टू द डॉक्यूमेंट्स दैट आपको क्या मीन्स सभी ओरिजिनल डॉक्यूमेंट ले जाना था वहाँ क्या सेंटर पे एंड वाज देयर एनी वेरिफिकेशन चेक्स फॉर ऑल दोस इफ यू कैन फोकस ऑन दिस वन
Basically, they will mention in the mail what are the documents we have to carry, and no document is available. Suppose means my interview was on the तब मैं ये 7th सेमेस्टर में था, तो मेरे पास 7th सेमेस्टर का मार्कशीट नहीं था. 6th सेमेस्टर तक का लेके गए थे, और जिन लोग के पास मार्कशीट भी नहीं था वो लोग हार्ड कॉपी तो नहीं मिला हुआ, तो बेसिकली जो वेब कॉपी वो कॉलेज से अटैच करवा के लेके जा सकते.
अगर आपके पास मार्कशीट नहीं है देन यू हैव टू अटेस्ट विद यू फ्रॉम योर कॉलेज ना या लाइक वन मोर इम्पोर्टेंट डाउट जो बहुत सारा कैंडिडेट्स का होता है कैन दे गो विद अपडेटेड रेज्यूमे और
रेज्यूमे इज मस्ट. रेज्यूमे जो सिलेक्शन कराएगा उसी का बेसिस पर पैनल मेंबर आएगा.
just a
पीआर.
updated resume that I think most of the candidates
yes,
can go with updated resume na
yes.
yeah now moving to most important things that if you can recall some other questions related to technical questions oops तो बहुत important है वो मैंने already हर एक वीडियो में बोला हूँ कि oops concept you have to get a deep knowledge of that okay they might give you coding or they might ask you the basics of all those pillars of oops okay if you can recall some other questions related to technical things
In my technical, they are starting just from basic. I select the Python language. First is what is the difference between tuple and list, then sets and dictionary. After that, they're moving what are the decorators, how you can use it. Then moving to the fine editing part.
okay nice now coming to HR parts what are the HR questions they are asking
Basically, they ask only 3 HR questions. What are my hobbies? And what do you know about TCS? And will I able to relocate? Only these questions.
Okay, so I think you have gone through our what can I say, PDF which I have shared you related to HR. So was that helpful or any
And that was very much helpful because that gave me the idea about how to prepare the HR question and technical question. And basically, means one of my friends got the pattern printing question, which he has practiced from your PDF.
Yeah, nice. So for the time being, let me tell that if you want, then you can get all those material free of cost from our WhatsApp Telegram group. So if you want, now the main important part that is the ending part. So can you just give some 3 or 4 things that freshers or those who have interview they should keep in mind. मीन्स क्या क्या ध्यान रखना चाहिए इंटरव्यू जाने से पहले
इंटरव्यू जाने से पहले वर्क ऑन द रिज्यूमे. रिज्यूमे में जो चीज मेंशन है उसको अच्छे से करके जाना. यू मस्ट टू एबल टू जस्टिफाई इट because in my interview the MR was from cybersecurity domain. He was asking me about the key. And one more thing I did in the interview mistake that I've told that I am currently in the 8th semester. In our 8th semester, there is one subject called cryptology. MR asked me cryptology in depth. So if you are saying something or writing in the resume, just make sure you're able to defend it.
रिज्यूमे में भाई आप लोग एक भी ऐसा पॉइंट ना लिखे जिस जो कि आपको आइडिया ना हो एंड इन एवरी मॉक इंटरव्यू सेशन बेसिकली आई यूज टू टेल ओके so coming to some more things that I think you was part of our mock interviews na
Yes,
yeah
yes.
so if you can just tell that was that helpful or not means just a kind of feedback so that other student will get idea about the importance of mock interview
Mock interview was very much important because if no one has given any interview before, mock interview is very important. What the question you ask me, 50 to 60% question come common. For example, the SQL question. Means you ask me in the mock interview that sort of means find the second highest salary. That question was asked to me, and about means few things which you give me the feedback that was also very much helpful in the interview.
So friends, now let me just give you a brief things that about mock interview. If you want, then you can just schedule your mock interview by filling the form. And I'm not giving any advertisement. If you are interested, then you can fill other means other YouTuber or other person interview. But I will suggest everyone must go with the mock interview. Okay, you can also schedule your mock interview with your friends if you don't want. But if you want to prepare professionally and want a dedicated feedback and all those stuff, then if you are interested, you can fill. That is up to you. And must go with your resume. Okay, refine your resume and goes all those stuff. So thanks Pratik for joining this wonderful session and all the best for your future journey. Any more?
Thank you.
Yeah.